Hi guys, so today is Saturday. Oh, that TV's kind of red. I should probably turn that off. I'm watching The Roommate. It's kind of shitty, so don't bother watching it if you were going to. I believe I already said today is Saturday, but we are supposed to do a survey this week. Kylie devised a lovely little survey for us, so I'm going to go through that. So the last movie I went to see was Paranormal Activity 3. I'm not going to bore you with how stupid it was. It was just a really terrible movie, so instead I'm going to move on to something I find way more interesting. It should be a duel between two such formidable creatures as sharks and elephants. First of all, I'd like to say that sharks are lovely creatures, but I think that elephants are much greater. First of all, elephants mourn their dead. I think it's wonderful that, because not all animals do mourn their dead, humans do. I believe that dolphins do, I can't be sure, but I know that elephants do, and it's an amazing thing that they do that. And I think that sharks eat their babies, so score one for elephants. And there's also the fact that sharks are kind of tied to the water, while elephants, they're not exceptionally good swimmers, but they do have their own personal scuba gear. They can stay underwater for periods of time because they have their trunks, and they could also squish a shark, I guess, if it were underwater near them. Sharks also, I don't know if there is a such thing as a freshwater shark. I know that dolphins can be freshwater or seawater dolphins, but I don't think they're called saltwater animals, saltwater dolphins. So I guess that a shark and an elephant would never really meet in that way. So I don't know why the duel is between shark and elephant, but it was nice to talk about. For awkward lighting, but I was kind of watching something, and so I had to have my computer stuff up. For the passage I chose to read, I chose from the last lecture, and it's a fantastic book if you haven't read it. If you have, you know what I'm talking about, and if you haven't seen it, you should definitely go on to Carnegie Mellon's YouTube page and watch it. So I'm going to read to you an excerpt from the chapter Be the First Penguin, and it's on page 149, and it starts off like this. Startup companies often prefer to hire a chief executive with a failed startup in his or her background. The person who failed often knows how to avoid future failures. The person who knows only success can be more oblivious to all the pitfalls. Experience is what you get when you didn't get what you wanted, and experience is often the most valuable thing you have to offer. And I'm so glad that he pointed out that failure is just another experience, because I feel all too often people confuse failure with some sort of devastating thing that they can't recover from, or that they're disappointed in themselves, and really failure can be an opportunity for something else, and it's just another experience to put down on your list. So I'm very glad that he pointed that out. What do you call your grandparents? I call my grandparents on my dad's side, well, I don't call them anything anymore, but I used to call them Grammy and Pappy. They're deceased now. On my mom's side, I call my grandparents Grandma and Pap-Pap or Grandma and Grandpap, and we're very close to them, see them basically every day. Favorite companion. I wrote down notes, and next to favorite companion, I wrote down not Rory in all caps, but I do have a favorite companion. Her name is Donna Noble. Donna is an excellent character. Her character progression was just so good. She started out as a shallow, didn't care about anybody but herself sort of person, and she turned into this very, she would do anything for the Doctor, or anything to help another person, or in the case of Doctor Who, another alien life form. So I really enjoyed that. Hogwarts house. You would think I belong to Weasley. I actually belong to Slytherin. Did I say Weasley? Oh my god. You would think I would belong to Gryffindor. I actually belong to Slytherin. Gryffindor, because of the orange hair. I guess that's where I subconsciously got the Weasley thing. I like being a Slytherin. I think green is a great compliment to my hair color, and I also think that Slytherins are badasses. So I'm really glad that I'm a Slytherin. Explanation. 3 things on this desk. Not all necessarily mine, but this one is. This is a Webkinz. If you don't know what a Webkinz is, it is a stuffed animal that you buy in a store and then you can play with it online. I used to have a fascination with Webkinz. It was a short-lived fascination. I don't have one anymore, thank God. Another thing that's on the desk is I am putting basically every CD I own right now onto my iTunes, because a lot of them have tended to be broken because just because like people take them and they put them up in the car, my mom, and break them. Like, she doesn't do it intentionally, of course, so like I don't blame her. she is using them for purpose of listening. So here is something that is not mine, something that I take care of though for my pap. I manage my pap's iTunes library. It's not really a difficult job. I just figured I'd talk about it. But he has so many papers with songs on them. These are all oh Jesus, they're all papers with songs on them. Oh my god, I love my pap's taste in music too. It's so eclectic. But what do I see when I look out the window? I don't tend to look out the window too much from my room because the window is high and I can't really see it. So when I look out the window out here though, I tend to see my neighbor's fence because they put up a big fence next to our house, which is nice. I'll see you tomorrow, Dale.